Hi, David Erdos with a new poem. This is a tribute to the great artist and filmmaker David Lynch. I dream for David Lynch. In memoriam, David Keith Lynch, 20th of January 1946 to the 15th of January 2025. Between two Januaries, and just as his films stole our breath, so he has had his own intake duly burgled. For emphysema, Archangel took Heathcote Williams too. Stopping voice. As David Lynch spoke through art, his was the language of image. David's dream logic granted the surrealist arm further sinew as he quickly surpassed Dali's choice. To source the Narcissus Pool in LA, all the way from Missoula, Montana, across Twin Peaks, sucking velvet as blue as the sun-drenched sky of the plains that Richard Farnsworth rode through, astride the Straight Stories lawnmower, or along those suburban streets Carl McLachlan first sensed the scent of innocence rotting, tracking with fascination Laura Palmer's stained passion, or Dorothy Valen's need for pain. Which half of Mulholland Drive is the dream? As Rebecca Del Rio elevates Roy Orbison's crying into the very howl of the heavens on a cabaret stage of the mind. Barry Gifford would know, as Wild at Heart versed through violence, which Lynch used as soundtrack for the troubled state of man's bind. Lynch's stance on transcendental meditation essayed a means and mode for behaviour, a way for man unkind to be angel, as played naturally by Cheryl Lee, with her haunted eyes, as wide and red, white and blue, and as ghosted as all of those in the red room, after the pink rooms smeared devilry. Lynch saw the world at a slant, and dressed in smoke. Shadows stalked him. He smoked for 70 years, starting early at the same age as my own dad, 8 years old. And so the fires within walked with him to dragon their way across coffee, stoking the sugar that fueled him, and made the ideas rising from them through snake-like steam shatter cold. No matter where he would roam, from the aforementioned mists of Montana to Wembley Park, where he lived and laboured on the John Merrick structure, and where the boiled bone and cloudscape of the Elephant Man's face filled the room. He made his fish and chicken kits there, slicing through God's creations to rear his own for a country as alien to him as Neptune. For such an early transition astounds, from detailing Eraserhead in an outhouse to directing Hopkins and Hurt, Hiller, Gielgud, and Bancroft as well, and so soon, in a career which glimmered, glistened, and shone through black and white, Technicolor, and into digital grading and his website work, such strange suns cast and tune a thoroughly unique universe, be they in Dune or Dumbland, or through What Did Jack Do's Talking Monkey, or Cooper's Cherry Pie Nebula. No one has solved or explained the birth of the Eraserhead baby. There is sweat on its skin. How did he make or find it? How did Lynch rearrange Regular? He did not need to explain, for these mysteries are what moor us. They keep us looking at art, captivated, while feeling within unsought truth, in which we are all images. The words we use just transport us. But what we are and can't answer is the way we can avoid clue or proof. Watch any and each of his films, from Six Men Getting Sick to The Mystery of the Seeing Hand, and you'll sense it. That he was one part Blake, one part Disney, and the white picket fence, drenched in bugs, as they skitter through soil, wings slick with death, dream and lava, while also sending a signal to faraway worlds, without drugs. Laura Palmer's abuse is the means by which man and womankind become angels. If Leyland Palmer's the devil, then that dark demon of night shapes our day. He is the flame we contain, and not just desire for a daughter. As a failed son and husband, his falsity veils our display. David Lynch dared to reveal the worms seeking escape from the apple. Across saltlands and sugar, he vapoured and versed our intent, which is to crawl from the murk in search of either forgiveness or madness. It can be found along each lost highway as it transforms and transfigures and distances sentiment. David Lynch smiled through smoke, as we should also remember the humour of On the Air and those moments which invite sympathy. My dog barks some. Dear Jack Nance, how much you were missed and how human. With your electrified hair raised as Henry, or through your bewildered stare you set free the Lynchian elements, as if one man could embody all that an artist, writer, musician, filmmaker and fellow actor too could set free. Visionaries sustain societal hope. They're eternal, be they Blake or Dick, Beckett, David Lynch, Alan Moore, or the host of others we have and still retain. Now we've lost him. Lynch has stepped into the smoke he first harnessed. It is dark in LA, but for fire, bringing hell as it appears at each door. Lynch left to save breath, but that war with Earth saw him worsen. So he stepped on board the next bus to heaven, leased by death's lever and from the fever dream of life's scheme. And in doing so has bequeathed his own world of work and a haven made for heart and mind, soul and senses, so that they may in time alter dreams to become destiny, and therefore the place he discovered. Lynch is out there still, singing, sending strange smoke and sugar to be spilt on stars. Strange to see it. Angelo Badalamenti is playing something slow and sweet and disturbing, and unnaturally transcendental, as David Lynch plays his trumpet and strums his guitar. Find that theme. David Erdos, the 17th of January, 2025. Rest in peace.